So what we're going to do is we're going to work on the mechanics of a pleasing face. So the first thing to know is you want to create basically an oval shape. I like to say it's an upside down egg where the top of the head is slightly wider than the bottom of it. The next thing is you're going to divide it in half. Symmetry is the single most pleasing thing that anybody can have in the animal kingdom. We are always looking for symmetrical people, symmetrical beings. We find it enormously attractive simply to be symmetrical. The next thing is you're going to divide your face in half the other way. Okay? And that was not a very good halving, but you get the idea. The next thing is we're going to divide that area again in half, and then we divide that area again in half. Now, if you were to look at this, you would probably, your natural assumption would be that these are eyes, this is the nose, and this is the mouth. But you would be wrong. If you're doing a pleasing face, in fact, you again, remember, you want everything to be scrunched up. So again, this is the chin, this is the nose, but the mouth goes above here. And there's some argument about this, but I think that only eyebrows should go above this center line and that the eyes should actually be below it. Because again, if you think about children, they have big foreheads, and we find that very appealing. So now I'm just going to take a little overlay over this, and so that way we won't have the lines on our finished face. And I'm going to trace out that face shape. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in the eyes. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to make two sort of almond shapes. You want the eyes to be about an eye width apart. So what does that mean? So if I have my eye here, I want to have another equal-sized eye in the middle, that kind of third eye, I guess, and then another eye there. And that's how you space your eyes correctly. So if I put my overlay back over, I can tell that my eye needs to be there. Now, I have a couple different really simple eye styles that I've drawn here. The first one you can see is where the eyeball is slightly raised and you see the white of the eye underneath. The second is where the eye is right in the middle, sort of looking straight out at you. And the third is a very cartoony version where there is no real sort of iris versus pupil. It's simply a big black ball that has a white glint in it. So I'm going to show you how to do all three styles. It's very easy. The first thing you need to know is that you need to do an eyelid. It's an easy thing to forget, but eyelids make a big difference in terms of creating the character. So we're just going to draw an eyelid on, and if you want, you can add some lovely long eyelashes, because what lady doesn't look good with some lovely eyelashes? Okay, I like to add 3, maybe 2, any more than that, and you start to look a little Tammy Faye Baker, you know, it gets a little bit scary. The next thing you're going to do is you want to do a kind of half circle. There you go, easy enough, where I leave some of the white showing. And then I put the pupil in right under that eyelid. And now when I do the other side, I just do the exact same thing, and I do that half circle. And again, I just do that little pupil. And there I have some eyes looking at me, very bedroom eye, very sort of sexy, you know, those shaded lids.